Good morning.
Good morning.
What a lovely morning it is, and to see familiar faces and new faces. So welcome to one and all. You know, it's always felt so right to be in this place I call my spiritual home. With you, my family of choice. My family of choice. The family of choice is a group of souls that contributes to the human development. And as we humans gather in this physical structure, known as the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Chico, each has the opportunity to delve deeply into the true spiritual nature of their being. And that is to gain the knowledge which has the potential to assist in the evolution of the inner awareness of God, with, as a result, to have the life we so richly deserve. A life that is based on universal spiritual principles showing up as our spiritual magnificence. And who doesn't want to let their magnificence show? I know I do. I do. The old saying, you know, don't hide your light under a bushel. And so why do we do that? Why do we do that? It's not natural. It's not our spiritual nature to do that. We have to be taught to do that. Well, this month our theme is to cherish commitment. And so today's message is a support of this to cherish commitment idea. And I've offered three vital aspects. And they are clarity, insight, and peace. And I'll begin with the question, what is commitment? What is commitment? And how do we cherish it? Commitment's a strong word. Powerful word. Scary word for many. Used to be for me. Well, still is sometimes. But it's not as scary anymore. So I begin with permission granted statement of truth by our board member, Carol Weinrich. And she said, you know, commitment is more than showing up. It's more than showing up. And St. Webster's definition of commitment is an agreement or a pledge to do something in the future. So it's just not about now. Also, it's an act of committing to a charge or trust. So yeah, showing up is an aspect of commitment, but to just show up reminds me of a saying, words without action is null and void. Words without action is null and void. It's lip service. It's just lip service. Commitment is a deeply held trust in ourselves, in our beliefs, in our understandings of who we are. It's an idea or belief in how true I believe we are to ourselves. In today's newspaper, the Enterprise Record, there is a headline. Did you see the newspaper today? Titled, I Am Iron Man. Powerful article. His name is Blake Anderson. He is now a triathlete. He's on a committed path to stay living. At 21, this young man bartended his way through 33 countries in 5.5 years. And he began partaking of whatever he served. A lot. And he experimented with mushrooms and cocaine, and which led to ecstasy and other things. And so, by the time he returned to Chico, he was a full-blown addict. Now, he could have stayed there, because that was the path he was on, but no. He woke up one morning and said, I want something different. So, with determined mind he tried Alcoholics Anonymous. And that was okay. It was a meeting. It was the first start of his path to wellness. But he found his ideal path in a different way. So, with his sense of determination, his meetings of wellness became lacing up his running shoes, clipping on the cleats to his bicycle pedals, and those many, many, many laps in the pool to become, which will soon be known probably with the Hawaiian triathlete Ironman, his destination of completion for this role. And so he said, all the training set my mind straight. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Once you realize anything is possible, it changes your life. Who's had that? When you get to the point of saying, you know, this is possible. His life is a testament to a deep commitment to live. To live. And as this teaching called religious science, there's a term that we attach to what it is that supports our commitment. It's called the law of mind. We make up our mind. People say we make up our mind. Everybody knows how strong making up your mind is. But there's a law of mind that backs that up, that we teach here. And this law produces whatever we commit to, whatever we believe ourselves to be, whatever we believe ourselves to be known or unknown. Because a lot of our beliefs are yet to be known until we start a new path, until we start a new journey. Then those beliefs show up to show up. They'll assist us. They'll try and resist us. But they'll always show up. Each time we say, I want something new. I want a new life. I want a new home. How many have moved recently? A lot of things come up. I want to throw out my old stuff. A lot of stuff comes up. Memories. Might need it. Somebody might need it, so I'll just keep it. Goes on and on, doesn't it? Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, writes in the Science of Mind textbook, we concentrate our attention, the law creates the form. We concentrate our attention, and the law creates the form. He goes on to say, concentration of thought is not an effort to compel, but a desire to permit. I love that. A desire to permit whatever it is. It is the stream of creative energy to take definite form. So if you stop up a stream, a body of water, it can't do what it naturally needs to do. But why do we stop it? Why do we stop it? Are you compelling or forcing from an emotional, reactive perspective? Maybe. We're human. Maybe. We do that. Or are you open and permitting? Clear of mind. The life we have right now is a combination of the one we have compelled and the one we have permitted. It's a blend of both. You know, see, the mind of God is impersonal and doesn't know bitter or sweet. It does not judge. It does not care what it produces. It has no feeling. It just produces. Wouldn't it be nice to have a spouse like that? Oh. But then we wouldn't grow, would we? We wouldn't grow. Well, you know, I'm here to say I prefer the sweet, side of demonstration. But it isn't always sweet. What is the sweet? I believe it's the best of our inner spirit. The very, very best that we have to bring forth. And we kind of know what the best is, don't we? Because we feel it. It just feels so right when we know it's good. Because the best does not diminish a person, a place, or a situation. It does not detract from. The best of the individual is this felt sense of doing the right thing. We know what that feels like. When I was a child, my parents told me to play nice. Anybody else get that? Oh, yeah. And so, I believe when we play nice in the field of spirit, which we're always playing in, the law of mind commits itself through us in magnificent ways. I'll offer an example of playing nice. So this is a story of a mixed breed hound dog out for a day of new smells on a new street in a new neighborhood. He was, as you can imagine, having the time of his life. You know the dog. Nose up, ears flopping, tail a-wagging. Boy, he was having a great day. And all of a sudden, he noticed a couple of cute things across the street from him. Boy, fancy haircuts, ribbons in their hair, painted toenails. Woo, baby, look at those. Mm-hmm. Well, he couldn't contain his enthusiasm, so runs across the street and says, "I've never seen you two before. Are you new in this neighborhood?" And with a haughty attitude, they replied, "We are French poodles." And the one said, "My name is Fifi, F-I-F-I. The other says, "Oh, my name is Mimi, M-I-M-I. What's your name?" The dog stood tall, all four paws, said, "My name is Fido, P-H-Y-D-A-U-X. You think Fido played nice? He played nice. He played nice. Many of you know that I traveled to my annual family, as I've called it, dysfunction. And I played nice. I played nice. Not for any other reason, I found out, than because that means to let the best of what is show up. And it means to be detached from any preconceived way of doing, or doing anything, and just to be with each other. That's why I love coming here, in my family of choice, is being with each other, just being. You're such an example for me to take with me when I play nice with my birth family. Because you're all part of who I am. Do you know that? You're all part of who I am. So we each get to play in our own